Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new video. I am the Mystic Wolfie and hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing okay and stuff. Well, we are again in the iconic background. Different chair though, a bit comfier than the other one I do have. However, in this video, guys, I want to tell you guys a few important things about the channel going forward. So I was speaking to my brother today on the live chat, not on that live chat, sorry my bad, no, on the pad, so my pad I can talk to him through party chat and stuff, and we was actually going to start another SMP series for the Minecraft, for the channel itself, but it was going to be with a little bit of a twist, and it, well, there's no point hiding it now. It was going to relate back to Series 4, which was one of the series what we beloved, and unfortunately it got hacked, and I did miss that world a lot. I rebuilt the house, the SMP house got rebuilt, familiar rooms were really well done, I gotta say, from congrats to me, it looked great. I'm going to show you a little clip now of that little clip. Just a general tour around the house and what it looks identical, kind of, but there's a few minor changes. But yeah, here's a clip of that. Alright guys, so this may look familiar to you guys, so I'm on creative, change it to creative to show you around a bit quicker. But yeah, this is the old season 4. This is the old season 4. Everything got destroyed. I have rebuilt the new house. This is what would have been in Series 7, basically Season 4 2.0. And look at this, guys. I actually redid the house. The iconic house on Season 4, what got destroyed, is back. Was back. Kinda is back, should I say. But for the sake of the video you see it now, this unfortunately cannot be. As hard as it is to say this, because I did spend a lot of time on this house, and again, you can't say I haven't tried, because I really have. I mean, look at it. It looks identical. It's even got this part. Okay. It's not properly identical. There are a few changes, but it's a bit different because of how it was deleted. Now, this actually got hacked. Okay. There's a video coming on tomorrow, guys, about this, of what happened to it. But I wanted to get a little redemption for it, you see, and build it again with a little bit of twist, having the house from Season 4 in the new series going forward. But let's show you around real quick. So here's the stairs, as you know, pretty the same, pretty the same. Go inside, looks the same inside. We've got the beds, even got the stands. We've still got the books. We've still got the stairs. We've still got these, still got that, and we've got this little area as well. I try my best to recreate it as best of my ability, and I will take this as a win. Okay. Now.
Well.
You go back. You go back, yeah.
What do we have here?
You go back and check. This looks identical to what it used to be. Hi Sharp, I'm just doing a quick video, it's looks like 10 minutes long. I'm not even going to do a proper stream. I'm just showing the people the new house. It's for a video I'm doing, so it's not actually a stream, kind of. It's just what I'm doing. So, yeah. So guys, if you look back, take a screenshot, guys, right, and just go back to the one and compare it to this. It looks identical. Those who's actually been on this board will know what I'm about. And there's actually extra rooms. there's actually extra rooms. So this is an extra room. Because it got deleted, there's so much I could do with it now. It means more players would have joined and that. I don't like Twitch, Charlotte, but I'm less known on Twitch, so I can actually do this video as a video when I download it. But yeah, guys, really impressive. Go over here. I've also done. You understand? It's some. Yeah. Anyway. This again was a spare room. Probably wasn't to begin with, really, but I made it a spare room. Up here, guys, this was my room as well. There was actually originally it came up and actually just went down there, but I've actually made a second room in here. There's a room down here, big room with chests and stuff. Then there will be a room above this, over here as well, and it does connect to the tunnel I made, bridge.
I think you need lights.
Yeah, I know, but this I'm not gonna stream this world, Charlotte. That's what I mean. It's a video I'm trying to explain for viewers, and that is a long story. But you can watch it when it's uploaded, so you'll understand what this video is for. Anyway, right. So this is the world, guys. It's what could have been. That's what I'm saying. It's what could have been. Fortunately, it won't be no more. But I have shown you around, so I guess that's cool. And we do have the front garden, though. I didn't plant anything in it, though, but I would have done that at some point. But yeah, there's the house, guys. It's pretty amazing. I think I've got like 79% of it right, so I'm pleased about it.
World.
Yeah, this is the world what got hacked. See this? This is how it got hacked. Someone sort of selected so much of the world, then pressed delete. And there we are. But I tried to rebuild it, but I've again got a video on that coming on the channel. So it's a bit lengthy, but it explains a lot of why I'm doing this video right now.
I think that looks cool.
But yeah. Alright. Well, this is the world, guys. It's what could have been, but fortunately won't be. My thoughts were there, but the evidence isn't, so shame. Okay guys, that is a clip that took me a while to build, I'm not gonna lie, but as we're talking to Tyler a bit more about this series, he suggests maybe try and do a story mode, like a storyline to it, you know. And in one of the series we did do a storyline where one base versus the base or like gang with a war and stuff. But this one will be a bit different. There will be actual plot to it, but we couldn't really get there. We couldn't really develop it properly. And I just said, let's just do it anyway. And I looked at my channel, and noticed that the views on the videos aren't engaging. You know, there's not much people who want to visit the channel and engage with those guys. So I started to think about, maybe he's right, maybe he's actually right here. And because I've done it for so long, guys, Minecraft, as you know, Minecraft is a big game. It's always been a big game, and it probably always will be, you know. If it keeps getting updates, if it keeps getting new things and stuff like that. And I started to think maybe I should do something else, you know. Maybe I should try a different approach, you know, to the channel. And guys, I am gonna say something you might not like, or the direction I'm gonna tell you about the channel. I think I've hit my center a bit. I think I've hit into a brick wall a little bit, because we've done Minecraft for so long, and I was on board for it. I've done 6 seasons or lot of episodes in a playlist involving Minecraft, about with you guys, getting you guys on board, and in with the videos, and that's been great, absolutely great, guys. And you can revisit them at any time you like, and have fun with those videos. It was a blast. I will never ever forget anything to do with Minecraft on this channel, ever. It's always in here, it's always in there. Even when I'm 80 years old, I'll still remember this day, and I'll probably rewatch this video when I'm that age as well. I won't be surprised. Anyway, me, guys. So I was talking to Tyler about. He suggested maybe doing some nostalgic games, some OG games, shall we say, some classic entertainment games to do on the channel. Now, if you guys might have known that I've already done some different games, not even to do with Minecraft. So I've done a bit of Tomb Raider. I couldn't finish it though, because that's on like a hanging cliff, But I did Tomb Raider, Uncharted, which was pretty decent, pretty good. Did Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball for me is a big. It's a big failure on the channel, but I love the anime. I love that anime to bits. I reckon I'm gonna get a lot of hate in the comments, but I think Dragon Ball is one of the best animes going. It's what started anime off, really, isn't it? Really, it started off and inspired other creators to do what they're doing on animes. I always have love for Dragon Ball, but it didn't really do that well. Now some of them have done really well. I appreciate that, and you guys made that possible. But going forward, guys, it's going to be quite different, and I mean quite different in the word. Minecraft, guys, is a really popular game, and the way I do things on Minecraft, there's only so many things you can do in the basic game without no mods or these big channels do that. They do these big events, and my mindset it's not that impressive to do with creation. So I went the old way approach. You just do a normal world, get you words out, audience engaged, which I have, and it's a little good community over here, involved in that. But guys, again, the views just, it's lack of support, shall we say, guys. It's lack of support. It's a bit it's a shame. It's a shame, and it's draining, guys. It is draining, it really is. A lot of stress involved in it, Now you do know, guys, that I am doing the animation and story of the Mystic Wolfie, which is a very passionate project I'm doing, or was doing now, because before I start saying it, guys, you can check out the Mystic Wolfie Part 1. That is a full 1 hour and 40 some odd minutes of animation. My first animation I've ever done in my life, and I think I am very proud of it. And I've got about an hour and just under an hour of part 2. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to upload what I've got of part 2. Now bear in mind, there is only so much audio, dialogue and sound effects. Now near to the end, there's not even any of that. So Just bear in mind that it will be a rough animation. It would feel like it's sped up a little bit or slow in some areas. That's because um, I just haven't had time to focus on that, guys. I've spent 2 years doing that animation from the start of COVID in 2019 up to this point now. And I just feel like time's passing too quick, I'm not appreciating the moments enough in my other areas of life, outside of YouTube. And I feel like it's kind of dominating right now with that animation. But I will tell you the story of the Mystic Wolfie here and now. Because the story is always in my head, guys, It might not be on animation, but it's in my head. So I'll do that now. So give you a clue of what the ending of. I was going to do part 3, you see, after part 2 to end it. So part 1, it just briefly tells you about this wolf who unfortunately ran away from his parents, and the parents got attacked by the zombies, and he meets this wolf, which Carl, who is called in the animation, takes him in. It's a bit suspicious how a wolf is somewhere near him, He's like, this is a bit weird. Why is a wolf here? They form a bond. The bond gets really strong over time, and he has a feeling this wolf has some potential, like hidden, a bit secure. He's a bit curious about his wolf, Takes him in, teaches him some basic training, I made it up on the spot. So training, what a witch teach somebody who wants to defend themselves. Oh, throw a potion. They always do that in Minecraft, throw potions. But I tried to change it a little bit, you might have seen that in the animation. But there is a villain, his name is Colton, and he is a former friend of the witch. Just Carl. They formed a bond when they were little. Colton got bullied as a young guy, young person, and Carl took him in, and they formed a bond. They became heroes, basically, defending off villages and stuff like that. So they made a name for themselves. Fortunately, though, Carl told him about this cloak that he kept for generations, because I was going to do like a teaser scene in part 2 of how he got the cloak, how Carl got this cloak. And it was said that this older witch in his ancestors' family were making the cloak, but it had no one was around to gain the power. So he saw this baby wolf hurt on the floor. He picked him up, took him in, but the next day the wolf escaped, and the cloak went where it was, and this old witch found him and the cloak, but it was a slight difference. So once he wore the cloak, because the little wolf made contact with the cloak, so it was like there's the cloak, the wolf, sort of connected, and that's what made the cloak worthy to this wolf. So, and the idea was the wolfie, who my character had this special bond with it, and that's why Carl was so curious. Maybe he's the one to wear this cloak. Maybe he's the one to take Colton down, because Colton, guys, is jealous. He thinks he deserves it because he's a hero. He deserves rewarding. He's a bit jealous that Carl's got this and didn't tell about it at all. And over time, that boils up, and Carl is in hiding at the moment, where he lives now, and just keeping peace, But he's slowly building Wolfie up to try and challenge him, because Carl can no longer fight him off as he once did. And that's because he did try and take the cloak by force, but Carl did stop him and escaped. And now that he escaped and just left him there, Colton's got a lot of anger built up. Now, at the end of part 1, guys, you might have known that that's where we're driving to claim the cloak for himself, unfinished business with Carl. That's what the unfinished business was going to be. And you know, we went into the final battle at the end of part 1, where the villagers fought him off, tried to stop him. Now it's to believe the end of that, guys, that he died. Well, spoiler alert, he didn't die. He was going to be just knocked out for a long time. So sort of anger. When you get angry, you start shaking. You know, I wasn't going to do a thing where his power was building up very slowly inside of him. So when he came out of the water, it was really powerful. So that was the idea, and when it, you know, and we're going into part 3, but I'm going to talk about part 2 a little bit. So part 2 follows on from part 1, where Wolfie is still a baby wolf. He grows up slowly, which will be in the intro, and present day is when they go into Nether. They go and tripped into Nether. The fight off the Wither Boss. The Wither Boss is really tricky animating that part, because it didn't. I couldn't fight in the Nether. It had to be in its own little area because that rig wouldn't allow me to put land in it. So it's a bit different, but it's there. And yeah, and then we move on to the Ender. Steve is well known in Minecraft, the iconic character, default character in Minecraft. Steve was. We're going to get some material, some wood, you know, take back to Alex and stuff like that. You know, they own that house I've got, and he stumbled across this like deep hole in the ground, and that was where the Ender portal was. And he went in there, he fell in, the zombie pushed him in, and he fell in. Fortunately, he came face to face with the Ender Dragon, and he needed saving. I was going to build it up. This isn't in the animation, this part I'm going to tell you. I wanted to build it up where Carl and that was going to just. They were going to do a bit of training in the woods, and a villager comes up to them and say, "Look, Alex is worried about Steve. Steve hasn't been found in ages. No idea where it might be." And Carl thinks about it. He tries to sense where he's been. Don't know how that would work, but yeah. And he's like, "A good idea." Then they go to the portal. They go in the portal. They fight off the dragon, and I've only got so much of that animated. It's not all animated though, but all I can say is that Wolfie wins. That's what I'm saying. Wolfie puts a stop to the dragon. There's one crystal left. All crystals are gone out. You destroyed all crystals. So I'm gonna say now, after you when you watch part 2, the ending, you know what I'm on about. After the dragon dives towards Carl and Wolf was on the floor, and Carl does this with 2 potions into his face. Carl and the dragon go into sky area. He also then casts a lava spell on the ground, so he drives the dragon into it. Dragon getting hurt. The crystals on one of the highest parts of the obsidian towers, and Steve helps Wolfie get up there by shooting arrows into it. And then once Wolfie's up there, he grabs the crystal and chucks it into the dragon's face, then getting his sword and punching it with the crystal, hitting the dragon's head, then the thing to pierce it through and basically destroying him. Pretty cool scene, I would admit, in my head, and on the pre-plan board I do for it. But fortunately, I really am sorry to say that will not be animated. Fortunately, it's just too much to take on. But there is a slight flashback from the father wolf, which we're going to be in part 3 to see just after the Ender Dragon part. Now it does have a bit of audio and dialogue, so there is that little teaser. and we do see Colton without a mask. This event is before the first part of part 1. This is what happens, the scenes before part 1. So, yeah. So in part 3, guys, part 2, sorry. After the End Dragon, I was now fight the Warden, just to keep up with the motivation of everything, and tease the cloak again, do a few flashbacks with Colton and Carl, how they made friends, why they didn't fall out, and that was to do with the cloak as well. And for the ending of part 2, I was gonna make it where Colton was rising from the water, angry with old beard and stuff, walking towards the camera. Yeah, very good scene. That would have been a really good scene. But yeah, that was part 2. That's the unfinished part of part 2 after the End Dragon, obviously. But part 3 was going to be the final climax. That was going to be where Wolfie wore the cloak, where Carl and Colton would have a final battle, and discuss the issues, and really thought on the head. Wolfie was gonna go away for a bit, or no, go to a village, and the village would have been attacked by zombies. Fortunately, the villagers they're not normal villagers, the characters I've made, so they still have a personality, of a bit about something about them, you know. And so once he fixed it up, I'm going to do like a scene where he'll fix some of his house up to make him better, reward them, you know, give them help. And there was one girl, this girl character, who I thought maybe Wolfie should have some sort of romantic scenes with. Not just YouTube, like I'm like that, just a storyline, you know. And so yeah, I was gonna also put myself in there just to sort of break the wall, you know, say, it's something, hey, just animate you should be grateful, you should be, you know what I'm saying, just me, you know, I thought it'd be a good idea, but even that can't happen now. I want that to happen, guys, but it's really difficult. And for those who have actually animated before will understand what I'm talking about. So I've learned a lot from animation through my own take. But yeah, after that, it would have been about going back to the Carl's house. Now, if you saw in part 1, guys, in the Woodlands mansion, the villagers saw the totem of Undying, which was going to be used for Carl when he was defeated by Colton. Wolfie would have thought he died, but he's not actually dead, just knocked out, you know. So obviously Carl loses a fight to Colton, but Wolfie goes back to check on Carl. He gets really angry and puts a cloak on. This scene would have been amazing. I can see it in my head. As he runs off saying, I'm gonna save you, because Colton has gone to the village, kidnapped all the fellow people who are going to be in the animation, including Steve and Alex and stuff like that, you know. And it gives me the reason for Wolfie to go and try and fight him off, see what's going off, you know. And yeah, so as he's running off, he runs up this lower hill. The moon is right here, and he just howls at the moon with the iconic sort of music playing what you hear at the beginning of the animation. Oh, it would have been amazing. Oh, I can hear it. Oh man. But we'd have the final battle at the end, and it would have been a little bit of a reflection sort of scene at the end of, now Carl was going to die, really. He was going to do a scene similar to how you've seen Dragon Ball, where Piccolo does a shield sort of thing like this, similar to that, and he would have died to Colton. Now this is when the true power would have been unlocked by Wolfie, which is again a bit similar. I took a lot of inspiration from Dragon Ball. I'm a big Dragon Ball fan, of how Gohan did it in the new movie and in the Cell Saga. His power unlocked, you know. I thought it'd be a real good idea. So I thought, do that, you know. So those two would have a fight. causing Wolfie. Now, when Wolfie got the better of Carl, so he looked desperate. Now, over the time, he's been killing wolves and all that, and trying to get revenge on Carl and figure out who was this mysterious guy who's meant to defeat him. He went around killing everything what could possibly be that threat, apart from a wolf, which later on he defeats wolves, going on, and then he sucks all the power in him, all the souls and energy, to sort of keep it at bay, also powering him up a little bit more. However, it's turned out over a long time of the story, he's gained a new transformation, which is kind of a werewolf state. It's the last resort kind of thing. When you lose that power, he's got a backup plan, So we've run a little rough battle between those, a wolf kind of battle, at the end there. But unfortunately, so his reasons. Wolfie taught him from right, wrong, tried to change his ways, but fortunately, he falls at the last moment and dies. And we made a really good scene about that. But at the very end, a few other characters would have told Wolfie, right, it's time to go out again, it's time to go on another journey. And then when the music would play at the end, the final scenes would cut and happen. But then I'll come back again and say, a really good journey, but it's time we moved on. And just tell them how pain it was to animate, and it'd be funny, But I was also going to put Connor and Tyler in there, my brothers, just for a little scene, But yeah, the animation, guys, was meant to be something personal of how that character I made came to be, and to get the purpose of my name on YouTube as well, the Mystic Wolfie. What does that actually mean? So I thought doing an animation around that, and this story I'd made up, made sense. But guys, animation, it's just draining me, You've got to understand this, Now it really is. I can't continue it. Time's passing too quick. There's other things personally that is happening now. I'm at a time in my life now. It's like, you can't do this. You got to focus on the more important things. You got things happening now. You don't want to waste it away. Guys, I don't want to feel stressed out all the time, because I am very stressed out over this, over the animation, over the streaming side of things, the channel itself. I have been thinking of just quitting. I have, guys. Honestly, I've been thinking of quitting the channel. Just leaving it, abandoning it. It's because the stress, guys, it really builds up. It's nice not to feel stressed, it's something I shouldn't ask for, but there's no point building stress what shouldn't be there. I'd rather do without, if it meant healing me up to make me feel better, But I'm going to take it easy. Guys, I'm going to take it easy this day onward, okay? Now, unfortunately, for those who are loyal to the channel, like Solons, Gilmix, Triplux, Phoenix, Pink Ninja, who comes along sometimes, who else? I'm missing the people. Triplux, Clever Bunny, who used to be a legend in the other series. Yeah, guys, I really am really grateful for you lot joining in the videos. We have made a really good community. That is special. It's something to be proud of, guys. You should be proud. We all should be proud of what we've made together. But there's just too much competition involved in Minecraft, guys. You gotta think about this. You don't really watch a video that wasn't different. If it's the same thing, you won't really be interested. You won't really motivate. You won't really, you won't. You gotta think, guys. So I'm thinking now, this day onwards, for anyone who watches this video, to watch it, rewatch it, share it, and there's gonna be changes to the channel, guys. Now I've done a few videos on this, but this is serious. This is what's gonna happen now. If it doesn't work out, I will saying goodbye to YouTube. I'll be saying goodbye to YouTube, guys. But what I'm gonna do is, let's go. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I'm gonna. The channel is gonna be different, okay, going forward, guys. And this is what I mean by hitting a brick wall. We've done so much Minecraft stuff, guys. Now, I'm going to try and do a different approach. Okay, now, this approach, you might ask, what's this approach going to be? Well, it's not going to be streams, guys. It's going to be captured videos. I'm still going to speak in them and say how you guys doing. I'm going to say, I saw to hope you're doing well, bro. I hope you're doing well, Phoenix. So I'm still going to do that kind of thing. So, you know, and to contact me, guys, all you got to do is leave a comment in the latest videos. All you got to do. But yeah, I'm going to start doing nostalgic games, guys. Now, this basically means old, like retro games, like PS2 era, early PS3 era games, because that era is very classic. It's got a lot of things about it, you know. Now, these later games, they're great games, but people seem to forget what made them possible, you know. Now, there's a reason why people love PS2, Xbox, because the games were so iconic, you know. Now, I've only played pop culture games such as Marvel, anime, cartoon games and stuff like that, but I'm going to try and do the most popular era, to try and get a new feel for that generation, because I am that generation, so yeah. Now, I don't know what game it is going to be. I'm going to make it a good one though, to start off with. Now, you'd be like a Mr. Wolfie Plays. Now, I'm gonna play it as if it's a let's play through. But people would normally do the hardest mission or on the hardest difficulty, you know. But if it's a game I haven't played, I won't do that. You know, I just do it normal, get an average of both taste, easy, and hard. Now, people usually check the videos out to see how to do a certain thing on a mission. And that's how most playthroughs go. If you're stuck in a mission, you'd research how to complete it. Or just go back for nostalgic purposes of the fact that, oh, game's been great. How's this guy going to play it through? What's his take going to be about it, his thoughts? And, you know, that is going to bring attention, hope. You know, that's the idea. And I need to change up, guys. Because I feel like I am wasting my time a little bit. And the idea is to grow the channel, you know. And to sake of doing videos, quality over quantity is something I'm not really going to go with. You know, I think quality is the way I should be going, not quantity. Not doing videos for the sake of doing the videos, you know, having a purpose for the videos each time. Now, if it's a playthrough, there will be a purpose there because of the mission levels, the nostalgic purpose, and the idea, you know, of trying taking the risks of, you know, trying something new. And it doesn't hurt to do something new, guys. It's experimental. Saying I've done that, didn't work out, but I know now what to do next time, or I've tried that, okay, now I can say I've tried it. So again, it does mean I won't be doing any more Minecraft content, guys, going forward. So that's why I'm showing you. I'm going to be uploading the video at the same time of part 2 of Mystic Wolfie. Now, again, it is essential you'll watch this video to tell you what happens in part 3 and end of part 2, and why I'm cancelling it, along with the Minecraft content. Now, you might be satisfied with it, guys. You know, we've done a lot of Minecraft content, 7 series, 4 non-Wolfies file series, so like, what, 11 series of Minecraft. You know, you can't go on. A lot of dungeons videos, a lot of 2 of the story modes of Minecraft. I think we deserve a change, you know, and it does mean the icon may change, the background may change slightly, but what won't change is the passion of trying, you know, that willing to try and do it, because we've got to try something new. And I will still talk to you guys. I'm all up for that. I know if it's a game on a PS now, again, the GTA trilogy has been remastered. It's like I'm not being really good with GTA games, you know, so I can't even do that and stream that. The thing is, I would rather do it with the disc and play on a PS3, because I won't buy. How do you do it on the PlayStation Online? It's like PS Plus, not PS Plus, PS Now, I think it is, where you can rent these old PS2 games, and I'm like, what's the point? I've got it for free, you know. But I'm doing it mainly for my stress, guys. I'm doing it for mental health, you know. And the time I don't have is kind of interfering with things, so I can't do it no more. Now, guys, I'm not getting any younger now. I'm actually an adult now. I'm 20. Yeah, things are happening now. Life is starting properly now, and I've got to accept it. I can't just say no. Like, time goes on, guys. It doesn't stop for you. You've got to do something with it. You know, you can't just waste it away. You know, it's like, so that's what's going to happen, guys. I'm truly sorry for those who wanted to see more Minecraft content, but I just can't do it no more, guys. I can't come with animation. I can't continue to do videos for the sake of the video, you know. So going forward, I'll be picking an iconic PS2 game to revisit, to try and play on the channel. Now, the videos won't be blasted every time on there. They'll be spaced out. And now this does mean the audience will be slightly different, because we have the Minecraft audience who we've got at the moment. But with the new games to come, it will mean that new audience will come in the channel. And yeah, but I'm hoping that from that we can gain a few new supporters, we can help the channel grow further, and to see shining taking place, and to give the channel a chance. You know, I think we've lost that chance, but to try and regain that is something I'll try and do, and that means doing anything to do that. Now, this animation, just so I've been thinking about it for a long time, whether to quit it. It did my head in. It bugged me so much, crashing, erroring, all this, and I didn't give up because I had that passion, you know. But now it's like, no, you can't do this no more. You know, you can't do this no more. So I got to do it for me, guys. You know, I got to do it for me and to give the channel a chance. One last chance to try. And and yeah, I totally understand that when the Badoos start doing this game, it won't get a lot of views to begin with, and you know, but I can try and play the game best my ability to see over the time to see how it goes. If it doesn't go that well, I can't continue the channel. No, I don't know. I can't, you know, but this is the only thing I can think. Now, everyone is unique, guys, at doing something to stand out. And my creative side isn't there with that. So this approach is the only thing I can think of trying this new approach. So for now, the Mystic Wolfie logo will still be there, the Minecraft will be there still until I figure out the game I want and how to change the iconic background and stuff like that. But it'd be a slow process and a chance I'll be taking, and if it doesn't work out, I know when to call it quits. And I can still talk to you guys on PlayStation. I've got you on PlayStation. I still play with you and other games off camera and stuff if I have time. But this will be a big change and something that needs to be done. So yeah. Alright guys, I really hoped you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you understand. Hopefully you watched it all the way through. I really doubt many people will, but the message is there if you want to read why it's changing. Why the channel's changing. This is the video to explain that. So those who watched it, you know what's happening. If you haven't watched it and just skip to the end, fortunately you don't know what's going on off. So you'll be forever wondering what's happening. So that's what I'll say to you. Alright guys, hope you guys are doing well. And I'll see you when that starts. Alright guys, next time. Peace.